Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. Texas. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Longhorns get enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, what a spin. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the move, it's Coffee. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play. Here
comes the Texas offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Rutgers 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The inside handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Walters. Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll test the right side. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the Scarlet Knights get the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Walters. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Winston. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the running game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for space. It's Morrison. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of down.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets...
He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. It's not official. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
If you're laser focused on defense and you dial into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Just feeds the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Walters. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Rides to the back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 17, Rutgers 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Scarlet Knights have moved it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the Scarlet Knights pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Wide receiver shows motion. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job on the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Longhorns head it quickly to the line. The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Walters. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They want that clock to run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running back searching for a hole. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Missouri. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the grab. It's Winston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Firing to the right, complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been